My parents were drug addicts, which is what led me to doing drugs. I started smoking weed at 8 years old with my mom. So I don't really have too many good childhood memories. She said she knew it was inevitable that I was going to come to prison.
All right. First and foremost, what's your name and where you from?
My name is Bud. I'm from Santa Rosa, California.
How long you been down?
18 years.
If you don't mind me asking, feel free to pass over the question if you don't feel comfortable. But what are you down for?
Kidnap robbery. Stuff that I did when I was young, trying to be a little thug in the streets.
What were some of the things that led you down that path?
Drugs, and gangs. And I had to quit doing all that, become a better person. But that's what it was. There's a lot of drugs and gangs.
Now, how long you been clean?
This time off drugs, over 2 years, a little over 2 years. June 19th was the last time I used of 2023.
Now, how do you feel?
Better, a lot better. My body recovers quicker from injuries. Hell, I just cut my hand last week, and it's already closed all the way up. And was able to take the stitches out yesterday. So my body bounces back a lot faster, and I'm mentally clear. And I'm able to just think right. And now I'm using my life to teach other people that want to grow and become better people. I have one dude who I work with regularly, and now he's been clean for a little over a year. He's getting his family back. The kids are coming back in his life, and it's a blessing to see my growth enable somebody else to grow as a human and become a father.
Now, did you ever think that your story would inspire other people like that, or your life and lived experience?
I hope so. I didn't. I was hoping that it would, because I have nephews and I have nieces that are going down a path that I used to. They're still young, 7. But I'm trying to use what I can now to teach him and help him grow as a better person.
What's one of your fondest childhood memories, if you could think back?
I don't have any. I was raised by drug addicted parents. My parents were drug addicts, which is what led me to doing drugs. I started smoking weed at 8 years old with my mom. So I don't really have too many good childhood memories. Some that I can really think of is just times with my brother. Me and my little brothers out at the ocean, enjoying the day. That's really it.
Wow. So do you feel like you ever really had a chance?
No. I actually asked my mom that question, and she said she knew it was inevitable that I was going to come to prison. She was just hoping it wouldn't be for this long and this far away from her, because my family's in Kentucky. But
wow, your mom actually said that to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And when she said it, I kind of just laughed it off. But at the time, like, I was like, you know what? The path that I was taught, I can see where she would get that, But it's like I have to grow past that. Just recently, my mom said she wanted me to be better than her, and just recently she said that I am better than her because she still smokes marijuana. I don't do nothing. I don't even like taking ibuprofen when I'm sore, because it makes me think, well, you know what? I used to do pills, So now it's just like, you know what? I'm sore. I'm just gonna kick back and relax, enjoy the day, do some bead work, and recover.
You play a lot of ball out here, so I'm sure you get sore often. Yeah.
I love it. I'm addicted to the game. This is my new drug. I'd rather play basketball than do any kind of drug. It's how in prison. It's how I take my physical aggression out without hurting people. Because I've made a commitment to myself not to create any more victims, and so now the only victims that I'm allowed to create are victims on the basketball court.
It's beautiful, man. So you feel like when you're on the basketball court, does it feel like an escape?
Yeah. Because mentally, I'm not in prison. I'm not in prison when I'm playing basketball. I'm in the love of the game. In the love of the game, trying to have fun. I never thought in a million years that I would be in prison having fun. But you know what? Here I am, enjoying it. Making the best out of a negative.
Now, do you have a date currently?
Yeah, I go home. Currently, it's March 2nd of 2029. But there's things that I can do to get that time knocked down. But once I get out of here, I'm not going to stop. I've already told my brother, once I get out of here, we're going to go run the church and get all his friends together and go play. Go play. You know, there's a church where we used to go to Boy Scouts at, and they have a gym. And I told him, I said, we're going to go there for old memories and just have fun.
That's what's up. That'll be a nice welcome home gift, man.
Yeah.
Go out there.
That's one of my number one things. Is I want to get home. I want to barbecue with my family, and I want to go play basketball with my family. And my mom's all for it. She said she'd be willing to pay to rent the gym. You know.
Now, so have you forgiven your mom? It sounds like you guys have a good relationship right now. She's supportive.
Yeah, I've forgiven my mom. You know, me and her. So I've went to the parole board twice. I'm a youth offender. So I had the opportunity to get out early. So in preparation for board, I had to write what's called causative factors, where we basically go through our entire childhood and write down how we felt about what happened to us. And I did that. And in doing so, I realized where things went wrong, you know, and how I felt, and I processed it. Then after I went to board, I called my mom and I told her, "Hey, Mom, I have something I want to read to you." And I read it to her. And she's like, "I didn't know you felt that way." And she goes, "I'm sorry." She goes, "I can't apologize enough." So in her saying that I'm sorry, I was able to forgive her. It helped us build a better bond. And now me and my mom are thick as thieves. You know, she's my go-to when I need something. "Mom, I need a bead package." "Okay, well, how much do you want to spend?" $100. "All right, I got you." You know, she sends me money every month for canteen. So I mean, it's me and my mom. We have a good relationship now.
It's beautiful, man. I'm glad you were able to establish that after everything that you've been through.
Yeah, and
sure.
it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have her. You know, even though she's 50. She'll be 54 on the 30th of this month. She'll be 54, and so like I made her a bunch of beading gifts. She likes minions, so I beaded her a little minion. I made her a butterfly because she likes butterflies. I did a lot of things for her just to say, "Hey, I love you." You know, I got a picture from last time you guys were here with Danny Green and Nick, and I'm gonna send that to her. I have a picture of a trophy over there that I built that I'm gonna send to her, along with a couple gifts. You know, let her know, "Hey, I love you. I'm here."
Beautiful, brother. So, I mean, forgiveness sounds like it's been a major part of your journey.
For sure. I had to forgive her, and I had to forgive myself in order to forgive her. And that was one of the hardest things to do. But I did it, and now we're doing good.
Now, do you feel like you have to constantly find forgiveness?
No.
Or are you over it?
I'm over it. I let it go, and as weird as it is, that there's an episode of Big Bang Theory where Penny was talking to Sheldon, and he held a pen and was like, "Just drop it." And when I feel times where I get frustrated, I think of that scene, and I just let it go. I move past it, and we keep moving, keep pushing.
I want to ask you a little bit about your experience here in prison. I mean, race is obviously a big divider. Not even just in prison, but in the greater world outside. So, like, can you speak to that? Like, how race plays a factor and how you maneuver throughout prison?
It's for a while it was a difficult thing, because starting on the level 4 yards, that's all they think about is, "Oh, you're white, you have to hang out with the whites. You're black, you got to hang out with the blacks." Well, I stepped out of that. You know what? No, you're not going to tell me who I can and can't hang out with. I'm my own individual. I got a G number, not a we number. That's just one of my sayings. My CDCR number is G53096. I say I have a G number, not a we number. I'm here to do me, not you. So I do my own program. If someone tries to tell me I can't do something, guess what? I'm going to do it. You know, I'm not going to let another inmate tell me what I can and can't do, because I'm here to do my time. I'm not here to do the next man's time. So I kind of look past all the race things, and like, I don't let it affect me. You know, if I see somebody that's doing some racist stuff, hey, I'll address it. You know, hey, that's not right. You shouldn't be talking to that guy like that. He's still an individual. He's someone's son. You know, and usually they respect me because I come at them with respect. And I've had times where somebody was talking to somebody negatively, and I went and addressed it, and he went to the dude and apologized. You know, so it works. It works in my favor sometimes, because I don't see race. I see an individual. I see a person, and that's how I'm going to judge you. If you carry yourself like someone who's negative, I don't need you in my life. So I don't need to go and address you. But if you're going to be positive, or you want to be positive and you need guidance, I'm going to give that to you. You know, and for the most part, it's worked in my entire term, 18 years.
Also, what are some of the things, like, I mean, sports is something that helps you navigate or break the barriers?
Oh yeah, it breaks barriers a lot. It breaks barriers a lot because on this basketball court, everybody's welcome. Everybody's welcome. If you're coming with positivity. If you're going to come with some negativity, hey, you might not be so welcome, but we're not going to hurt you. We're just going to be like, hey, can you take that somewhere else? You know, we don't want to hear all that. We're here to have fun. And 90% of the time, it works. You know, or if even on the basketball court, if there's a disagreement between people, 4 or 5 guys will step between it and be like, man, what are you doing? Stop. And it stopped every time. In 18 years, I've seen one fight on the basketball court, which is, even then, guys stepped between the guys and stopped it. Nobody got in trouble. It was left alone. And we moved on from there. And the 2 dudes were like, man, hey, I apologize afterwards. You know, it was just too much arguing on the basketball court. You know, we kind of take it amongst ourselves to police ourselves and keep each other doing the right thing. You know, and it works.
So what advice would you give to your younger self?
Listen, don't be so hard-headed. Because I didn't listen to what my mom had to say. My mom was teaching me positive lessons that I just wasn't listening to. I had to learn the hard way, and that was my downfall. So listen to what my mom's telling me instead of having to learn the hard way.
So listen, even though your mom, you said she was addicted,
yeah,
she still had positive lessons.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I guess you know that makes me think, right? Like even in us, you know, sitting here and spreading these messages and these stories that come from inside the walls, people who have made mistakes in their lives, regardless of what circumstances, there's still positive message that can come through there.
For sure.
And I think that's a common misconception on the outside, or people are unwilling to listen just because individuals have problems or issues or have made mistakes in their lives.
Yeah.
So what would you say to those people who
that we're not all bad people? We're not, just because some of us may have made bad decisions. Some of us may have been in bad circumstances. I myself was homeless. I was homeless, and I didn't feel the love at home. So that's why I went out to the streets and the gangs and the drugs. And so it kind of just helps me get rooted, you know, thinking about things like that. You know, I'm not a bad person. We're not all bad people. We just made bad decisions, you know, and now we're paying for it and doing what we have to do to become better people. You know, there's a lot of people that don't have dates. I've seen a lot of people that were lifers that went home because they made the growth, you know, and that's where a lot of us in prison are becoming better people. We teach ourselves how to grow, you know, or we have others that on the yard that teach us how to grow, you know, and that's the benefit of it, really. You know, we can learn from our peers.
Beautiful, man. So any final messages, anything you want to say to anybody on the outside?
That even though I don't know you, I love you. I love you as a person, and I hope that everybody's good and healthy and doing things that they need to do to keep their own self grounded.
That's a beautiful message, brother. Thank you so much for talking to us. Great to see you again.
You too, man.
You know, we met some years ago. We're still here. You're still on the court. It's a beautiful thing, man. I hope that the next time I see you, it's on the other side, brother.
Hopefully.
Absolutely.
Hopefully,
man.
I can come with you guys and play against some of these guys.
Let's do it, brother. Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, for real. That was beautiful.